Hi guys, what's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Stacy and I hope you're having an amazing day. If your question is, Stacy, why do you look like this? Because I never look like this on YouTube. Just finished like filming TikToks, Instagram reels, taking pics. Yeah, that was like, it took me so long to do that. I underestimated. Like, I used to do this every single day. Do you mean? But if you want to see the pics that I took, you can go follow me on Instagram. But yeah. So today's video is basically like a basic weekly vlog, but with a twist. I'm gonna be seeing how much I realistically read in 7 days. So a week. Today is Tuesday. I couldn't start yesterday because I had my last exam yesterday. I was in the train for like 4 hours, so I didn't start it yesterday, but I'm starting it today, so it goes till Monday. So we're gonna see how much I read in a week. I'm currently reading Powerless by Lauren Roberts because Sarah Coley, she got me with that one, and because another book was putting me in a slump. So I started reading that on my phone. And I don't know if you know, but I was trying to read, like, to stop buying books and to start reading the books on my TBR. In the meantime, I'm reading on my phone and I bought books. So yeah, but I'm reading Powerless on my phone. I'm like 200 pages away from the end, and we're gonna try tackling that today. So today on my to-do list was this, like my face, and finishing Powerless. I'm actually anxious about it. I don't know why I'm anxious about it, but it's like, if you don't know what Powerless is about, I'm just gonna tell you now. Powerless is about Payton. Basically, they live like in a world where once like a plague got them, like a plague, like a disease, and out of that disease a lot of people got like superpowers. I think that's how it went. Yeah, a lot of people got superpowers, but a lot of other people stayed ordinary, so they don't have powers. And basically Payton is an ordinary, but ordinaries aren't really allowed. Like, they're not a thing. They usually kill them. Then like yearly they have like those trials people go through, which is like similar to like the Hunger Games. They do that yearly, and they choose like, I don't know how many like kids to do that, to go to the trials. And basically it's a like life or death kind of thing, similar to like the Hunger Games. And she gets chosen to go, but like no one knows that she's an ordinary because it's not allowed. So she's chosen to go, and she now has to like go to the trials and with all the other people that actually have powers. So that's basically the plot of the story. It revolves like right now, because it's the first book out of a trilogy. I think it's gonna become a trilogy. She's coming out with the second one, I don't know when, but I'm gonna read that because Lauren Roberts, the banter in this book, it's by the way a romantasy, I would say, a very slow one. Because it's like a slow burn. Like, you get the tension, like the tension between those two, like the love interest in her, is unmatched. Like the tension in that. And it also kind of reminds me of like Xaden and Violet and Fourth Wing, also with the trials and stuff, and also with like the powers that they get and stuff. That reminds me a bit of it, but that's why I like it. It's an enemies to lovers. So I don't know, they're not at the lovers part yet. No, but literally like the high stakes that it is, and also how like they contradict each other. Not like they're like not opposites, but they're made to be enemies. Like, they shouldn't like each other. We love the thing when they shouldn't like each other. I love that. So that's basically the plot of Powerless. I'm reading that, and I think further into this week I might try to read Magnolia Park's The Great Undoing. I said not The Great Undoing. What's the name of that? The Long Way Home. I'm gonna try to read Magnolia Park's A Long Way Home because I want to finish the series, but also it's kind of long. it is a kind of long story, and I have like other books that are less long that I could read this week. But yeah, Magnolia Parks is kind of long. But my TBR is full of books that I could read. But also Lucy Score, like I'm gonna show you that book because I haven't yet. So the new, like the old Lucy Score books are being published in Europe. So if you want to get like all the books from her that aren't things we never got over, and the other one, the names are way too long, because things we never got over were in bookstores, but her other books weren't, and they're being published now. I found them a few weeks ago, and I actually filmed that in one of my vlogs, and I didn't get it in that vlog. But then when I got my driver's license, because this one is a driver now, I was like, okay, now I can buy it. So I bought by Lucy Score. This is like a lot of people's like favorite. I saw a lot of TikToks about it. I saw Sarah talk about it. I saw this talk about it, and they all love it. So I need to read it. So I might start this. This is also so floppy, the new like copies of this, but this is less pretty than the American version. I gotta say, this cover is not it, but it's the content that is the most important. Yeah. So at the end of this week, we're gonna be counting the pages that I read. Should we guess how many pages I can read in a week? I feel like in a week I usually read one book, sometimes like 1.5. So it might be like 500 pages if I don't like skip a day. Usually I read every day, but if I skip a day, then and I read like, let's say 50 pages a day, 50 to 60 pages a day. So I should be like 500 pages. Doesn't sound bad. It really depends, because sometimes I am in really like a strong reading mood, and then I read from morning to dawn, like a lot of hours, and then I finish a lot of books. But we shall see, because I want to like get a few books done before I film my wrap up, which I might do. So today is the 29th, 30, the 31st. I might film that 31st, post it the 1st of September. So yeah, so we shall see. We shall see what this week brings us. So this is just gonna be me reading. Love that. I hope you like it. I hope we're gonna have an amazing week together. We love a good reading vlog. So I'm on page 512 out of 718, so 200 pages, like 206 pages to go. Okay, let's go. What the phone is? Oh, what the phone? That's more YouTube appropriate. What the? Oh my god, Jesus! I'm back because I think we're at a point which I have to film. We're always like this close, and then it doesn't happen. Jesus Christ. She said slow burn. Slow burn, bro. But it's still fun to read because the things this man says. Jesus Christ. Hi, good morning. It's on morning actually. I'm wearing the same outfit, okay? I wear this a lot. I'm at home, okay, so we're not gonna talk about it. But basically, today is Wednesday. I'm gonna get my phone because there's the page number that I read. I woke up today, oh my god, I woke up at 2 today, like 14, like 2 p.m. without an interruption. Like I didn't wake up once. That's because I went to bed at nearly 4 in the, no, it was 4 in the morning. Why? Because I finished Powerless. I finished actually at like 2, I think, and then I was on my phone because I was watching people react to Powerless, and that's when you know the book was good. Finished yesterday. I took a break after filming the last like clip, and I started reading again at midnight. Why I went to bed so late. I read, that means I read 200 on my phone. I'm basically going to put that page number out of the final count because that's not like a whole page in a book, so that's just gonna be its own count of pages. I read 202 pages yesterday on my phone. Now we need a new book because I finished that. I swear to god, I need book 2 so bad. I think I haven't had so many like reactions to a couple and like so long. I had so much fun reading this, and that's why I'm here. I'm here to have fun reading. But now looking at my TBR, I was like, okay, what am I gonna read next? And the options that I have with like the 2 options that I'm debating on, the 2 of them are gonna make me go through pain. Both of them are gonna make me go through pain, so I'm not gonna have fun anymore. Now we're gonna make Stacy cry. Either I read Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home, which I feel like it's maybe my next read and not now because it's kind of thick, and I already like read a thick book. I already read Powerless, that was kind of thick, so I feel like I need a shorter one. So I'm debating on reading this one, and I know people cry, so I'm afraid. And this is Before I Let Go. Before I Let Go, I'm pretty sure it's about a couple that is already married and they get a divorce, and then because do they have a kid? Are they co-parenting? I don't know. But basically they were married, they get a divorce, and now they're debating on getting back together, which to me is like a very scary thing because you did get a divorce, you know, you went through with it, I think. Also, Emily Henry, oh my god, she left a review on this. If Emily Henry likes it, I'm gonna like it. The synopsis is, their love was supposed to last forever, but when life delivered blow after the devastating blow, Yasmin and Josiah found that love had its limits. It couldn't save their marriage. Oh my god, I already know this is gonna make me... Jesus. Yasmin wasn't prepared for how her life fell apart, but she's finally starting to find joy again. She and Josiah have found a new rhythm, co-parenting their 2 kids and running a thriving business together. Yet like magnets, they're always drawn back to each other, and now they're beginning to wonder if they're truly ready to let go of everything they once had. One stolen kiss leads to another, and then more. It's hot, it's illicit, it's good, until it starts to hurt again. Oh my god. As old wounds reopen, Yasmin and Josiah wonder if it's too late for them to find forever, or could they be even better the second time around. That's the blurb of this, and I'm definitely gonna read this now. I'm gonna get my highlighter because I already know this is gonna destroy me mentally. This is my annotation kit. It has 2 highlighters, well, and 2 pilot pens. So basically the gist of it is that I went to my sister's house and I didn't read anything, so I'm gonna read now. But for a little story time, I fell today. My knee is hurting. I fell off of like 2 steps because it was raining and I like a little slide, you know. And then I fell, so now my knee is hurting, but it's fine. But basically I'm gonna read now because tomorrow I don't know how much I can read because I have some stuff to do. But let's do this, get into this. Okay, I'm Animal Crossing music at in the back. Hi guys. I just finished reading, like not reading, filming another video. I filmed a lot actually. I filmed this makeup look, I filmed my wrap up, and now I'm filming this. So basically I'm here to give you the updates. How much I read yesterday. Yesterday I read, oh my god, here you go. I read 60 pages. So I read till page 60 before I let go. Till now, not much has happened. We're still in the beginning of the story, but they keep giving like glimpses of why their relationship didn't work out. And I feel like I already know. It's not that I'm feeling like, I already know that this is gonna be so hard. It is a book that talks a lot about like depression and loss and stuff. And yeah, that's very like, you know, not like the loss part, but like the depression part is very close to heart. And how it is to like navigate depression when you're actually in a relationship. Yeah, so some sentences in the book are very like, you know, I underline a lot. I know I still have so much to read and I can't like, I want to see how they develop throughout the book, because you can feel that a lot of the things that I think they actually resolved aren't resolved, and that they're just gonna come back up again because they avoid talking about it. I can feel like that Josiah, oh my god, has a very avoidant, like he avoids his feelings a lot and doesn't really, you know, it's like the typical black men thing about like bottling up your feelings and not talking about them and not believing in therapy. So that's what he does a lot, and I feel like Yasmin dealt with her problems kind of. She dealt with her trauma, she went to therapy and is doing better, but you can still feel that she kind of lives in the past still, and that she's not fully healed, but she's getting there. I feel like the thing that like doesn't give her the chance to heal is because both of them, like Josiah and her, don't really talk about what they went through. And Yasmin just decided we're getting a divorce. You know what I mean? Like they got a divorce without really talking things through. I feel like that's why they both don't really have closure. But that's just me making assumptions because we can't just continue reading to know. But yeah, that's just the beginning of the book, and I feel like I'm not really spoiling it because that's on the back that they like got a divorce and stuff. But so that's what I got out of the 60 pages. I am very a reader that reads like characters and analyzes them as if I'm a psychologist, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you when I start reading again. But yeah, we shall see how much I read today. This is fun actually. I like tracking how much I read. But yeah, okay, bye bye. I'm back and I'm watching Destiny. By the way, you can't see it because it's over highlighter, whatever. I'm still wearing makeup, and that makes me, because I'm in my PJs, but I'm still in, like, I still have a full face on my face. I just went through the most traumatic that's kind of a bit an exaggeration, but as you know, I had some stuff to do with my big sister because she got a new car, so I drove back her old car, and basically I'm the new owner of that car, okay, of that said car. I'm gonna show you guys it someday, not today, but I'm gonna show you the car. It's a humble car. But it's mine now. Okay, so I've been driving around with my sister because we have to do some legal stuff for that. So that's what I've been doing the whole day. And then my little sister, which is Raisa, as you know, or you do not, we went to get dinner because she paid me dinner, which was the fun part about today. She paid me sushi, and I love that. And now my stomach is very much hurting. But basically we did that, and then when we came back, I literally drove the smoothest. Like I got my driver's license like 3 weeks ago, okay? I'm not an expert in driving. We're still very much beginner here. So basically I was trying to parallel park that car. I was this close to destroying a fucking BMW. Sorry, BMW. I was this close to destroy a fucking BMW. Like to get a scratch on the back. Because that car is an old car. It doesn't have a beep beep, bro. I'm not gonna know when, and it's a long car. I'm not gonna know when I'm hitting someone else. So basically, yeah, that stressed me out. Then we got my dad because I wasn't able to fucking park that car. And he was giving me instructions, and why was that feeling like my dad was explaining me maths all over again? Like that man was screaming at me. I was like, can you chill the fuck out? I'm anxious. So yeah, basically that happened like 30 minutes ago, and now I'm trying to calm down, but my heart is still racing. So basically I'm watching Destiny now to try to get my anxiety down, because the book that I'm reading is about depression. So I don't think that's the mood right now, but I read like I think 10 pages when I came back and was waiting for Raisa to get ready to go, and in a few I'm gonna read again, but I'm gonna watch YouTube now because that was so traumatic for me. I can't, but yeah, so I'm gonna be reading again in a bit. But I haven't read that today. We shall see how much I read. If it's more than yesterday, less than yesterday. Yeah. And also, my mom wants to take me grocery shopping tomorrow. Another traumatic episode is gonna happen. Because my mom is the most stressful person that I know. There's no one else that stresses me more out than my mom. Because my mom says she doesn't know what anxiety is. The most anxious person that I know. Like, my anxiety comes from that woman. She might not know it's mental illness, but it is. And she's gonna stress me out. I already know. Like, there's no passing by that. Yeah. But yeah, that's the update that I had. Jesus. I don't know what this video is. It's basically just me reading, but I hope you guys like it. I'm so tired of this. Oh my god, I just, like, my energy went down after that episode, not gonna lie. I'm so traumatized. I'm never gonna parallel park ever again. You're not catching me doing that. Hi, today's Friday. Hi. Basically, I did a lot of things today. I edited TikTok, I edited a YouTube video that just uploaded, and I went grocery shopping with my mom. Update on that, everything went well. But what did I want to say? Yeah, the update on reading. So yesterday I read, if I'm not mistaken, I read 112 pages. Actually yesterday I couldn't stop reading, but then I stopped because I knew I had to wake up pretty early today. So this sun is doing stuff, but yeah. So I read a lot and I actually didn't want to finish stop, and I'm 40% in to the book. You can't actually see this. Rude. So yeah, I'm 40% into the book, and this is just not it. Wait a sec. There you go. There was just a lot going on. Gee, I'm in the middle of the book and I have this much. And actually yesterday I started sobbing multiple times while reading this. Like, when I tell you the way she describes like going through depression in this, it's just so realistic, and I could relate so much that I just started crying. I underlined a lot of stuff yesterday and I actually annotated this time, but I'm not gonna say much about it because I still want to like talk about it when I'm done, about what I liked. But like, I actually started crying. Now, right now I'm on page 173 and I haven't read today yet, but I'm gonna have lunch now, and after I actually have time to read. Don't we love that? I finished all I had to do and it's 4:30 right now, so now all I have to do is read. It's 10:18 at night right now, and I'm still reading. I'm on page 254. I stopped at the very interesting part. But I've been reading the whole time actually. I didn't really take a break. I'm enjoying it so much. Like, it's just, I don't know, it gives you like other perspectives, because this book talks a lot about like depression but also grief, and how depression can affect your relationship. And in their case, they were married and they both went through the grief. And what's also like having kids, but also whilst having kids, knowing that you're like an individual and a human being, and so much stuff in this, you know. And I don't know, right now it really sits at like a 4, and it depends on how this like ends for me to rate it, but it's up there. Like, it has potential to be like, you know, I sobbed a lot. Like, a lot of tears that wanted to come out of me whilst reading this. But this is a very, very much adult book. If you're not like even 18, I'm like, when I was 18 I wouldn't be interested in it. I might, but if you're not over 18, do not touch this. There's nothing a 16-year-old can relate to in this. Okay, good. Made me want to read other Kennedy Ryan books. I think there's another book of hers that is pretty popular, which is Marriage. Wait, what's the name of that book? Let's goodreads it. There's another book of hers that is actually very popular, I think. Long Shot. I think that's the one that is pretty popular. It's also, I think this is also a series, because it is listed under series, the Skyline series, which I thought this was a standalone, but actually I can see it because she has friends. Like Yasmin has like her friend group, so it could be. I would love to read about Hendrix. Oh my god, yes, please give me a book about Hendrix, because I would eat that up. Hi. Today is Sunday, and yesterday night I finished Before I Let Go. As you know, I went out yesterday, so I didn't read as much. I was at home at midnight. So yeah, but I finished this yesterday. I actually, okay, wait, because I think I didn't tell you how many pages I read on Friday. On Friday I read 163 pages, and then yesterday I read 40. So the final rating for this is 4.25. I enjoyed this a lot. It was actually like very emotional to me because of the topics that are talked about in this, my allergies are kicking people, stick with me. The topics that I talked about in this, so I could relate to the part with the mental health part. So it is very like mental health focused in this. Like it talks a lot about like therapy and how therapy is like something not to be ashamed of. So this was for me very insightful, and also with her also having kids, but also like struggling with mental health issues and how she handles the conversation, you know, how you handle it, and also how they talk about also kids going to therapy. Yeah, so I read that book, and today we're starting something new, even though today I don't think I'm gonna read much either because we're going out and I'm actually having, like, I have to get ready. But you don't know what I found in the bookstore yesterday. You know, I'm a, like, the Knockamout series is in my heart. I love that series, okay? I have the first book right there. I love the Knockamout series. And I read the 2 first books, and the 5th of September is the release date for the 3rd book, which is Things We Left Behind. People, yesterday I went to the bookstore and they had it. This comes out the 5th, but they bought it out early. I was like, I saw that, I was like, you're not supposed to be out yet. And this is actually a thick one. This has 600 pages. But I do not care because it's Lucian and Salon. And I'm gonna start this today. But I miss these people so much. Like, I'm reading about like Naomi, Lena Nash, Knox. Like, what do you mean this is the last one? I'm reading this and I'm like, oh my god, I love them so much. I'm so attached to these characters, and that's why I love like series and the found family trope, because I'm so attached to all of them. I can't believe this is the last one. Oh my god, let me continue reading. That was all I had to say, but I love these characters so much. So today is the last day of this challenge. I'm so sorry that I am like this right now, but I'm anxious because something happened and I'm still thinking about it. You know when the moment just goes on in your head in a loop and it just makes you feel terrible? That's what I'm having right now, and I could cry. But I'm not gonna talk about it because I can't. But yeah, I hope some reading is gonna take my mind out of it. I just like was on TikTok right now, but my phone just died. So that's why I'm not on my phone anymore. But we're gonna take my book because it's in my bag, and I'll tell you what happened yesterday. I read 72 pages yesterday. All I read, which is fine actually. It's a good amount of reading, I would say. I think I'm gonna finish this video today at like midnight because, as you know, I'm a night reader, but I think we're gonna end the video at that point. And I tell you the total of pages that I read in a week. Basically, in the book right now, I feel it is very interesting to see their conflict and their perspective, because right now we just know that we knew already in the second one that they had history together and that they know each other since they were like teenagers, and that they are neighbors. And basically I'm still waiting for them to say why they actually hate each other this much right now, even though they don't really hate each other, you know. I feel like there's reasoning behind hating each other, but I feel like Lucian has other reasons. I feel like Lucian is like takes like his distance with her to protect her. That's what I get out of it, but I don't know. But right now I just read a chapter that was in the past. That was so cute. I'm not gonna say much about it, but that chapter was so cute. I can't wait to have other chapters that explain their past, but also like the fact that you get like Naomi, Knox, as I was saying yesterday, Naomi, Knox, Nash, and Nina in this makes it even better because I love all of them. So sorry that I'm ending off this video in such a like questionable mood. We went outside as you saw, but today is really not my day. Not gonna lie, today some like very questionable things happened and it ended my night in a horrible way. You know how I said I was already anxious? Like after that, just a thing happened that made just the cherry on top for today. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is actually 11:15 now at night, and I'm gonna end off this video here because I think I'm not gonna read anymore today. Like we're gonna calculate how much I read. So on Tuesday I read 202 pages on my phone. That's when we finished. I finished. It wasn't a team effort. I finished Powerless. There was 202 pages on my phone that I'm not putting into the end count, so no one comes for me. We're just gonna put them to the side. But then on Wednesday I read 60 pages, and those are the pages from before I let go. Then Thursday 12 pages, Friday 112 pages. Then on Friday 163 pages, on Saturday 40 pages, on Sunday 72 pages, and on Monday, so today, I read 38 pages. Let's count them. I think I'm not that far from the count that I said. I said I would read, like, I think at the beginning of this video I estimated that I would read 500 pages, and I'm pretty sure I'm not that far from that. Yeah, I'm not that far. If I would have continued reading today, I think I would have gotten to the 500 pages, but I read 484 pages this week, which is a whole book, I would say, even though I did read a whole book. Like I read a whole book and a bit of another one in this month, but it is like the average page number for a whole book. So in a week I can read a book. If I'm like realistically speaking, you know, like with all the stuff that I do in a day, that's how much I read in a week. Like this one. Another week it might be more, and another week it might be less. But that was this week in particular. Oh, so I read 480, let's say with the 202 pages I read like 500 and something pages, because it's still a book, just it was on my phone, and it was, let's say 202 pages on the phone might be like 100 in the book, or 150. So I read like 500 pages. Okay. So yeah, I read 484 pages of normal books, like pages, and 202 pages of an ebook. Pretty good, not gonna lie. I would say this was a pretty good reading week. I hope you guys enjoyed reading with me for a week. I don't really know what the footage is. I might be editing it today. I don't know if I will, because I'm mentally exhausted. But I hope you like this. If you want more of this, because I enjoy doing this, because it's just me mood reading, you know, reading whatever I want, and counting my pages is pretty interesting. So if you want another part of this, let me know. I wouldn't do this like very often because it gets repetitive, but in a few months, who knows. And yeah, if you liked it, let me know. Let me know what you're currently reading. because once I have money, I'm going crazy, by the way. So give me recommendations of the books that I should buy, because I really am urging to do like a massive fucking book haul. Not massive, like a book haul with like 10 books, which is already 100 euros. But you know, I'm like, something in me is I'll see you in my next video, and yeah, I hope you're having a better day than I had. Okay, bye.